I think we see Willis coming out.
Johnson cuts left, now fires a three. It is good, and he's fouled!
Hey guys, welcome again to the Terry and Trey Knicks tape, and tonight we had the opportunity to watch the Knicks town hall meeting.
Woo! We were cheering like it was a game. I think it's a start for basketball, though. I think it's what it is.
Can't wait, 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks, we're almost there. We got some exciting news, too, at the end of the video, so hold up for that.
So Mike Breen was the moderator.
Mike Breen was the moderator.
And it was basically the Knicks front office.
Yeah, so we had the big three. The three-headed monster. You had David Fizdale, you had Steve Mills, and you had Scott Perry. And what was great was just watching them together, interacting with each other. They feel the move as one.
They were like unison. Unlike us when we try to talk over each other sometimes. They literally knew, each of them knew sort of when to talk, when to answer, and kind of let each other flow. It
was amazing to watch because I don't think we've seen a Knicks front office just in tune like that. Not just in tune in terms of their goals and what they hope for the future, but just seem in tune in the present and in tune in how they work. I feel like these guys just spend so much time together. And you can tell as they talk that the camaraderie is there.
So let's talk about this meeting. So basically this meeting was open to season ticket holders.
Which we will be one day.
Soon. But it's open to season ticket holders. Each person got to stand up. Well, they spoke first of all amongst themselves.
Yeah.
Mike Breen asked the questions, they answered, and then they opened the floor to
a couple people.
A couple of the fans or season ticket holders to answer their questions.
Yeah.
What it really showed me too was the Knicks fans, we really know our stuff. The first person that got up was a woman.
That lady, she's talking, but I loved it.
Are you done?
So weird thing was she didn't ask a direct question initially. She just made points that were all so valid, so on point, and knew her stuff.
The thing is, look, we're talking. Knicks fans have a lot to say, and what I love about the group, and we see it in the comments when we talk to you guys or other channels you watch on YouTube. We care so much about this team. We know the ins and outs. It's not like other NBA fan bases where I know for a fact, these fans just kind of pick up whenever the season's going well.
Going good, yeah.
You have this woman who stood up and she's telling them about the specifics of when KP should come back and whether or not he should tag for the season and is the logo going to be on him? Is he going to come back for the Christmas Day?
She spoke about us just developing the young players also.
She was great.
Yeah, she definitely knew her stuff.
And everyone after, I think Fizdale said one thing about New York fans, they ask you the question and they answer it themselves.
They answer it, yep.
So it's clear that this fan base has been starving for a championship, starving to be relevant. And seeing the fans there just talking about it, talking about the future, talking about what they want to see, and being so engaged with a team that's not good. That's the best part. We're not even a good team yet, and these fans are, they've been there 26 years, 15 years, 12 years. It was amazing.
All of the fans really seemed to like David Fizdale.
It
was a very genuine welcome to New York.
Yeah.
He spoke about his interaction with KP going out to Latvia, which we spoke about before. He also spoke about his interaction with Kevin Knox, and getting Kevin Knox and Mitchell to sort of kind of team up and get together.
I thought that was
so great. He spoke about that Kevin Knox had been to college, that Mitchell hadn't. Not that he hadn't, but he hadn't.
Well, he didn't. Richard Robinson didn't. Yeah.
And just really wanting Kevin Knox to kind of take him under his wing, take him out to dinner, spend some time practicing with him.
Yeah, and one thing I love about it, right, is that a good leader, someone who's trying to develop leaders, I should say, they know how to put people in situations to bring it out of them.
Yeah.
Some people don't rise to the. Some people, if you just put it on them, not going to do it. Fizdale knew, let me help Kevin rise to the occasion. Because then when you treat someone a certain way and you hold them to a certain standard, they want to replicate that. They want to show you, I can do it. So when Fizdale calls up Kevin Knox and says, hey man, I know you're younger. I think he's younger than Mitchell, right?
Yeah.
He's like, hey man, I know you're younger than Mitchell, but you went to college. You know what it's like to be more of a professional. Why don't you go train with him?
Also, his dad was a professional
And his dad was a professional football player.
He's grew up in that lifestyle.
And Fizdale recognizes that and says, you know what? Knox is young, but Knox is going to take it on. And Kevin Knox, listen, even though it's something simple like that, I'm sure when Kevin got that call, or that text, he was like, all right, I'm going to knock this off for coach. Yep. And he took him and Mitchell, and I actually saw highlights, so now I know the whole story behind it. Him and Mitchell went out to work out late, then they went to dinner. Right. I'm like, to me, that's what culture is about, and we're seeing it being built from the ground up, and it's just amazing.
So Fizdale was so brutally honest in his opening statement, right? He spoke about a lot of the players that we have on the team right now that crashed.
That were busts.
That basically were picked high, in their time and kind of didn't pan out, which we've spoken about before also.
And what's crazy is these coaches don't do that. They use euphemisms. They say, oh, he struggled. He was in a tough situation. Fizdale gave no excuses. He straight up said,
He said these
and he
guys
called them
trash.
by name. He said Mario Azaña, Emmanuel Mudiay.
Yep.
He didn't say Trey Burke, but obviously he's included in that. And even though he showed a lot last year, and Noah Vonleh. So the fact that Fizdale is just saying it up front, he's like, listen, these guys are in the gym working hard because they know they messed up their career so far. They know this is their last shot to kind of
to prove
show
themselves, show they are that player that they were supposed to be.
Exactly. And man, it was so great and refreshing to see him just be so upfront. I think for everything, it feels like the Knicks are so honest for once.
Yeah.
Like the entire front office. They're talking about what's going on. They're talking about how they feel. They're not just like beating around the bush. Of course, some things like 2019 free agency they're not going to talk about. They can't say we want Kyrie Irving. They can't say that stuff.
They were vague with that.
They were vague with that, which they have to be.
Which they have to be. But they did shut down the Jimmy Butler.
They did. They suddenly.
One of the fans actually asked them a very direct question without calling any names. Also.
But he didn't want to do it.
Right.
He said like, you know, what if one of those free agents from 2019 happens to become available? As we know, being widely reported right now, Jimmy Butler and the Timberwolves are like butting heads. There's a meeting this week. It can go either way. Personally, I think he might ask for a trade. And to hear Mills say, we're not going to trade for someone that we can get for free agency next year.
We love that. That was like a high five moment.
We were like,
that was
so
high five.
You know why? Because I think of what happened with Melo. And when we gave up Gallinari, Chandler, Felton, and the picks, when Melo might have been here in 4 or 5 months, it gutted the whole roster. So, you know, a lot of the fans also asked about what happened over the last 17 years.
Right.
And, you know, you could tell that they know what they did wrong. They're owning it. And the end of they did wrong, but the Knicks did wrong.
Right. And I think
it was great.
But finally, we're hearing them sort of say, no, we're sticking with this young team and we're focusing on the 2018-2019 season. And even though a lot of fans are trying to ask them about the future and the salary cap and who we're going to get and who we're making room for, and they even asked, we know you guys are thinking about who we're making room for, they were very focused on, no, we're focusing on this year.
And one thing I love is, a lot of the fans are talking about what happened over the last 17 years and what mistakes the Knicks made, and they were upfront about it. They said things like, we're not trading draft picks. And to me,
yes, that was great.
It's amazing because the fans have been saying this for so long. Everything feels so candid. Even Mills, he brought up when they were talking about the draft process. They were like, they met guys and they were like, nah, we don't want that dude with us.
And
Michael Porter.
Yeah, we called it too. We said that he wasn't going to be the right fit for us.
He's
he was
a little arrogant.
A little too arrogant, and I don't think the right fit for what they're looking for.
And I think that's exactly what he was saying.
They said it. They said it,
which was crazy.
Yeah, they were like, yep, he's not for us.
It felt like we were almost in like an internal meeting the way they were being so candid about things going on.
Fans also asked about who does Fizdale see as emerging as like a leader.
Yep.
And one of the things that he said was that, leaders don't come up unless you put them to the challenge, and he's willing to just sit back and wait and see who rises up to that occasion. He's not willing to just pick people and say, okay, well, you be the leader, but let's see your work and earn it.
And my favorite quote, Fizdale is just Mr. Quotable.
Mr. Quote King.
Everything he said is just like, we're writing it down. We're like, yo, this guy's blowing our mind. One of my favorite things he said was, you can't fake work. And and he's seen it. I think he mentioned, these guys
he mentioned LeBron and Kobe and their training ethics.
Yeah, and he mentioned Chris Charles' two-piece on Kobe.
A little bump there and boom, two quick.
Which instantly makes him the best Knicks coach I've seen ever. Sorry, I'm kidding.
Yeah, but
Jeff Van Gundy's a man.
Yeah, we love
But
Jeff.
seriously, the fact that a coach brought up Chris Charles' two-piece
means that he knows the team.
He knows what's up. He wants to be here. This was 1,000,000% the right pick for the franchise. And I think watching this today, it was so exciting to see how excited they are. But how much they planned. I think they know what they're doing.
They gel together so well. So well. They each give each other their own space. Not just with them talking, but I feel they give each other their own space with
the management,
with coaching and managing the team.
I love it.
It definitely seems like management is going to now step back. They actually
did their work.
They actually said, look, we've done our work. Now it's up to him.
Now that's a Fizz.
And I'm so looking forward to the season that we actually bought kind of season tickets today.
We're gonna be at half of the home games, so it's 21 games. Actually 22 because we bought a ticket to another one. I think we're kind of going crazy here, but we're gonna be in. You'll find out what section a little bit later. I'm not gonna give that information yet. But we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there for a lot of the big games. We're pretty excited. We're gonna let you guys know as we go to games what games we're going to. We're gonna be there early. We're gonna be interviewing, talking to people. So we're really excited for the season. And after this, what we just saw at the town hall, I think we're even doubly excited.
Yeah.
It was just amazing to see. It felt like finally the Knicks get it. Even if the team isn't there yet, it felt like wow. for once, I compare this to Phil Jackson press conferences, and I'm like, I left those with a feeling of dread. Now I leave this, and I'm like, you know what? No matter what happens on the court, I think behind the scenes, we're going to see guys working hard. We're going to see them making smart decisions.
They spoke a lot about character as
well.
They
did.
They spoke a lot about characters, and not just about their athleticism and and just something else really quick. They spoke about Frank gaining a couple inches and putting on like 15 pounds.
He's getting there.
And the fact that he's always working out with his shirt off, which he was not doing last season. So Frank knows that Frank knows he's filling out.
He mentioned,
he also didn't go to the French
He didn't go play for France. Exactly.
He was here for the whole summer. He was in France for 2 weeks.
Working hard. And one thing is that I think we see that Frank is going to be maybe playing the 3 as well. President mentioned how much he's grown, like what you just said. And I think we might see a lot of Trey Burke at the 1, Tim Hardaway at the 2, Frank at the 3. I'm just excited to see these guys go out there and ball. And KP's back. KP back to New York. They said
he came back a couple of days ago.
I think it was last night. They said he came back. So he's going to get really evaluated soon, which is huge. Because we need to find out what's going on. Is it going to be December? Is it going to be February? We're going to see.
Either way, I think one of the fans mentioned this. Him being at the games, physically being there, sitting on the sidelines, and supporting his team is going to be huge for the team. It's going to be huge for the team and the fans, because the fans want to see KP. Let's be real. We want to see him. We don't want to just know he's injured, he's in the back, or not even traveling with the team. We want to see him at the games. It's going to be, I think, a great motivation for us. And for the team.
I know it's 7-3. Maybe him sitting on the bench is something that's not good for his health. I think maybe that. I genuinely think that's part of it, because it's not like luxury benches, regular things. And he's like 7'3".
We need a special chair for KP.
Let's get him like a nice little unicorn throne. All right, let's put him at the side. Let him chill. Give him a pimp cup. Let him chill for the half of the season. But no, you're right. Seeing him at the Garden. Do you know when they show him on the Jumbotron, the place is gonna go bananas. So I think you can tell we're excited. Season's a couple weeks away now. Preseason started beginning of October. Next open run is the end of September. We got maybe some news about that coming up for you guys. So as you can tell, we are excited.
We are excited. We spent money buying tickets today that we didn't have, but whatever. It's the Knicks.
It's the Knicks. It matters. Listen, it's a developmental season, right? But the being part of a team growing is so much part of their journey. Right? It's not just about getting superstars and watching them win. It's like being part of the process. You look at Philly, trust the process. Those fans feel way more now because they've been there from the jump. And we can't wait. We're excited. We're just ready to go for the season. So we'll be back with you guys. We got some season preview stuff still coming out. But for now, Terry and Trey,
go Knicks.
We're out.